This man is the devil. He is the devil, I'm telling you. He is the devil. Never again. Never again will I play the Destiny 2 Edge of Fate campaign ever again. I don't even know where to begin. I just finished Destiny 2 The Edge of Fate, and oh my god, what a disaster of a campaign. First of all, let's get the good out of the way. The narrative was freaking amazing. Oh my god, that needs to be said. The storyline of this campaign was fascinating. It was just good. It was very well written. There were plenty of setups, plenty of payoffs to 10-year-old mysteries from the game, such as the Drifter's Hall, like what that was for. We now know what it was for. I think it's a little corny that now... I think it's a little stupid that the Drifter's Hall is just back behind the Drifter's thing. Like, it's just back after he dropped it. Like, you think there would have been at least one consequence of something from this campaign. But no, whatever. I guess that's just weird. That's fine, I guess. Secondly, Lodi was a very fascinating character beginning to end. He was great. He was the fish out of water. I wish they did not show that he was from the FBI. No, he was not part of the FBI, excuse me. He was part of some division from the 60s, from Earth. And I wish they didn't show that in the trailers, because that would have been a very pleasant surprise. Although by the Glock he already had, it was kind of obvious. I don't know, it was just kind of obvious of where he was actually from. Like, obviously he was from Earth, and we've never played with our time, with the timeline that we're in. No, that sounds stupid. How do I put it? We've never interacted with the time that we, right now, in the present, are familiar with, such as the 60s. Like, there's even some lore that the Nine orchestrated John F. Kennedy's murder. Like, I don't know how true that is. I didn't do too much research, but that's pretty amusing. Anyway, Ikora was an actual character here. She's never been a character, even as far as like Curse of Osiris. She was barely a character. She's been the most boring, bland character in this franchise. This campaign managed to flesh her out, give her a want and a need. It was interesting. Anyway, yeah, finding out that the Nine orchestrated her original death was pretty freaking interesting. It was a blast finding out that she and Lodi met, and there's actually a line of dialogue in the first cutscene where we meet Lodi that implies it. Play the clip.
What are you doing here?
We're guardians.
Now we gotta talk about the bad, because there's a lot of bad. I probably won't spend as much time as I was gushing about the campaign, but I'm gonna say this. Never again am I playing this campaign. I am so deadly serious about this. I am not playing this campaign ever frickin' again. Those puzzles murdered my brain. It's not even that they were difficult puzzles. It's just the fact that they were so tedious. You had three main mechanics: Matter Spark, Matter Morph, and the relocating gun. That was just a spike cannon. Spike cannon? What are they called? Fusion cannon? Whatever. It was tedious. It was extraordinarily tedious to do these puzzles over and over and over again. Matter Spark itself. How much cooler would have Matter Spark been if it was a subclass tree? A new subclass, and not just a freaking gosh darn just random mechanic on a planet. Like, we turn into a Samus ball. Whoa, that's so cool. Whoa, we turn into a little ball and we go in crawl spaces. Like, it was definitely a cool idea. But oh my god, they used it so much. Like, once per mission would have been enough. But no, we do it like 6-7 times a mission. It got to the point where it was just like all new level design, the level design now is just about, tight spaces, corridors, corners. Like, it was mission design that was unfamiliar to the average Destiny player, such as myself. So I had to look up guides. I had to, because it was just like, it was new. And I know it sounds like I'm complaining because something's new and it actually made me think and it brought out an emotion. And for what it's worth, there's definitely a quality to that it's bringing out this level of emotion and difficulty. So I'm not going to ignore that, because there's definitely a quality to it. But the fact of the matter is that it was just, the puzzle mechanics were used way too much during the campaign. I don't think they had any place during the boss fights. They had no place in the boss fights. Matterspark, you could make an argument. Mattermorph, sure. But the relocating thing, really? We're going to pull that out in the boss fights? It would, okay, look at it. The relocating cannon is a perfectly fine mechanic, but the fact of the matter is that everything in the environment blends in together. So the relocating beacons that you need to shoot are impossible to find. There's lights on them, but they're barely visible. Adding some sort of actual visible light would have been amazing and gone a long way. I think the perfect use of Mattermorph in this campaign was the final mission, which is footage you'll see right on screen right now. The final mission in the campaign was excellent. Most of it was. The two boss fights before they introduced... One of the boss fights before the final fight introduced the mechanic of launching yourself as the Matterspark ball, which was definitely a blast. Don't get me wrong. And the final encounter only used the Matterspark ball, which I think was the perfect example. But when you're including Matterspark, Mattermorph, and the relocating beacon in one single encounter, give me a freaking break. Oh my god, it is the most tedious, busy work during a mission that you could have. I couldn't take it. It was a slog getting through this campaign. As good as the storytelling was, I gotta be honest, I skipped out on buying the expansion in the $100 version. I skipped out on buying it until I was piqued by the storytelling quality that everyone kept going on and on about. The only reason why I bought this campaign was because I heard the story was good. Would I recommend The Edge of Fate to someone? No, I would not, because those puzzles were they just weren't fun. The puzzles just were not fun at all, and that was like 50% of the campaign. I will say this though, the legendary campaign experience is pretty freaking good. The difficulty was spot on. Give us more of it, please. The difficulty in terms of combat was great. It really made you question your build crafting. Granted, I don't really like how everyone was set back to 0. That's a topic for another day, although I doubt I'll ever make a video like that. No, you know what? Screw it. We're going to talk about it. I really, really, really do not like how armor is completely useless now. That is so obnoxious to me. I feel like there's no good reason why armor should have been reset. There's no good reason. And that's actually what made me not want to buy the expansion in the first place. Because as great as all these new activities are, solo ops, I got into solo ops and I love it. I just love being able to go in and kill shit. It's very fun. And the fact that they made a whole bunch is really, they didn't really make it. It's made out of existing environments in the game. But alas, they're fun. The light leveling experience, yeah, it's okay. I don't really mind that they set back the light level back to 0. I don't mind that at all. It's just light leveling. It's nothing new. This is like the third, fourth time they've done this. No, the third time they've reset the light levels back to 0. I'm just used to it. I've been playing since Destiny 1. I'm used to it. So I really can't complain. This should have been Destiny 3. They really should have taken a couple years break to start this new narrative. They really should have just invested in a new game, and I get they're making Marathon right now, but I think a new game would have been the best thing to do. Best thing they could have done. Because you even look at the screen for the world map, everything is gray. Like, everything is just grayed out. It looks so uninteresting. Like, they knew that everything here was gonna be irrelevant moving forward. Like, it's just tragic. Granted, I'm just glad that the final shape still exists in the game and that I can still recommend the final shape to people. I recommended the final shape to a coworker the other day. I mean, it's that still stands out as like the perfect Destiny campaign, and I might make a video on it here soon. The question is, what would I give Destiny 2 the edge of gooning fate on a scale of 1 to 10? I would give it a 5. It was a perfectly average expansion. And I hate to give it that. But those puzzles, that's how bad they are. That's how tedious it was. Going through the campaign was the most tedious busy work ever. And doing it on Legendary was even more difficult. I only did it for the new exotic armor piece. Which, mind you, looks like the new armor pieces do look like a blast. But I haven't even tried it out yet. I immediately finished the campaign and immediately whipped out my recorder. Because it's just, I don't know, man. I don't plan on playing Renegades because I think a Star Wars expansion is so cringe. But they just need to do something. I want a combat-focused expansion. I don't want puzzles. Tedious busy work. That's all the puzzles were. And as fun as Matterspark could have been, I think if Matterspark was a combat-focused experience, not a puzzle-based and crawl-space experience, I think it would have been a way better campaign. Anyway, yeah, that's it.